Okay, Assalamualaikum. Kita proceed dengan the tutorial for chapter cost. Okay, as you can see here, this is your first question. Okay, so very simple, soalan sikit sahaja. The information is given, output, which is the quantity. It gives the total cost, average fixed cost. Okay, banyak benda tak ada kan? Tapi sebenarnya you will be amazed banyak benda yang akan keluar daripada dia. Tapi sebenarnya, before you buat apa-apa je, you tengok dulu soalan. Okay, based on the above table, does the firm operate in short run? What do you think? Sebab sekarang ni, keywords kat sini. Nampak kat sini, average fixed cost. So, I already told you, in the short run, there will be fixed cost. Kalau long run, there will only be variable cost, no fixed cost. So, the answer will be yes, because the existence of fixed cost. Okay, so second question, how much is the total fixed cost of the firm? So you don't know, right? Why? Because here, you don't have when the output equals to 0. Tadi saya kata, in my first video, I said, to find the total cost, you tengok dekat output equals to 0, masa total cost ada nilai tu, contoh dia macam here, this one, okay, output equals to 0, nilai total cost masa tu, itulah nilai fixed cost. Tapi in our question now, we don't have output equals to 0, betul? Okay, so that is not the way to find the total cost. So macam mana cara nak cari total cost? In keywords dia, you are the average fixed cost. From average fixed cost, you can find the total fixed cost. Okay, dia nak total fixed cost. So, kalau formula daripada average fixed cost, how to find total fixed cost? This is the formula. You can find total fixed cost apabila average fixed cost times with the quantity. So, but we have lots of quantity here. Yang ada satu nak pakai medium. Tak ada masalah, because total fixed cost akan ada satu sahaja. So here, kalau for example, you pakai the first row, 1,500 average fixed cost times quantity 1 equals to 1,500. Yang kedua, 750 darab 2 equals to 1,500 juga. 500 darab 3 equals to 1,500 juga. 375 darab 4 equals to 1,500 juga. So within that, whichever row you pakai, still you akan dapat the same amount. Sebab total fixed cost cuma akan ada satu. Sebab tu it's very important for you to memorize the formula. Okay, and for units of output, calculate the value of average total cost. Average total cost is average cost. So sekarang ni you don't have in the table, right? Tapi you ada total cost here. Okay, so formula untuk dapatkan ATC is basically total cost bahagi Q. Tapi dia bagi tahu dah, dia tak nak semua, dia nak masa 4 unit of output. So we don't need to have another table and calculate average total cost for everybody, for every output. We just calculate for, ya dia nak je lah, dia nak masa 4 unit. So formula for ATC ataupun AC adalah TC bahagi Q. So masa 4, TC adalah 7,900 bahagi dengan 4. So it's equals to 1975. And then satu lagi dia nak marginal cost. The value of marginal cost. Okay, marginal cost is the changes in total cost over changes in quantity. So changes in total cost masa quantity 4, 7,900 tolak 6,900 is equals to 1,000. 4 tolak 3 equals to 1. So 1,000 over 1 equals to 1,000. You dapat the answer here. Okay, give one example of variable input. Bukan dia nak variable cost. Kalau you kata dia nak cost, bagi tahu salaries. Sekarang dia nak input. Input dia adalah labor. And one example of fixed input. Fixed input adalah factory kita. Okay, so that one is the first question. Okay, let's go for the second question. The following table shows the production cost. Ada banyak information lagi. Okay, I have the answer here already. based on the information provided, complete the above table. Okay, is the above table, for example, yang ni dia bagi maksud output, total variable cost, average variable cost, total cost. Okay, the thing is, masa tu ada output equals to 0, right? You have total cost equals to 150. So masa tu, your total variable cost is equals to 0. Means that you don't need to pay labor because we don't have production anything, right? So means that apa yang 150 tu itu adalah fixed cost. Lepas tu saya buat satu lagi kotak kat situ, saya buat fixed cost equal to 150. Okay, lepas tu total variable cost is basically how to find this? Average variable cost times Q, because we have already here the value of average variable cost. Quantity pun ada kat sini. So 55 darab 1 dapat 55, 63 darab 2 126. Ataupun you boleh cari cara lain, which is nak cari total variable cost is basically total variable cost, total cost tolak total fixed cost, which is the problem is we don't have the value here yet. Tak boleh lah cari macam tu. Okay, so to find the value here, you must find the value of total variable cost first. Sebab tu dia bagi value average variable cost. So bila you dah tahu total variable cost, nilai total cost adalah total variable cost plus total fixed cost. So tambah 2, you dapat nilai yang ni. And nak cari marginal cost is simple. Changes in total cost over changes in quantity. So cari perubahan dia. So the first one is dash, because dia start dengan 0. Sama macam production everything yang start dengan 0, the first box untuk marginal dan juga average akan jadi dash. Jadi sepatutnya dash. Okay, so 55 bahagi 1 55, 71 bahagi 1 77, 71 78 bahagi 1 78. Okay, is the full operating in short run or long run? So your answer will be short run. Walaupun dia tak ada tulis pasal fixed cost here, okay, you boleh tahu kewujudan fixed cost sebab when the output equals to 0, TC equals to 150. Masa output equals to 0, TC kita 150. This means that the existence of fixed cost. So 150 itu apa? Itu adalah fixed cost. You tak boleh jawab because the existence of fixed cost sebab in the question here tak ada pasal fixed cost lagi. Dia berbeza dengan question 1 tadi, because in the first question, I'm not sure what happened here. In the first question, it's mentioned here fixed cost. But our second question, dia tak ada mention, tak ada tulis fixed cost. So awak kena bagi tahu macam ni. Sebab bila output equals to 0, ada nilai kat situ. So this means the existence of fixed cost. In one diagram, sketch without scale. Kalau dia kata without scale ni, jangan pakai kertas graph lah, sketch sajalah. The total fixed cost, total variable cost and total cost. So you don't need to see the figure dah. Sebab whatever question came, the rupa sama macam saya ajar tu. So this is how you draw. See? Fixed cost is straight, total cost start from here, variable cost start from the origin. Quantity ataupun output, put the figure, put the label there. Right? And then dia kata, define total cost. Total cost is the sum of total fixed cost and total variable cost. It is the cost of all inputs used in the production process. Okay, let's go for question 3. Alright, so here, give quantity which is output, okay, total cost, total variable cost, average fixed cost, marginal cost. Okay, how much is the total fixed cost of the firm? Okay, it's not given there, tapi tengok quantity equals to 0, the value of total cost is 100. So you know that this is total variable cost equals to 0. So apakah nilai ni? Ini adalah total fixed cost. It's 100. Is the firm operating in short run? Jawapan dia short run. Sebab kat sini ada mention pasal fixed cost. Okay, so you boleh terus jawab the existence of fixed cost. Sketch. Okay, memang dia akan suruh sketch kalau soalan pasal cost. The AC, AVC, AFC dengan MC. So tak payah tengok figure dah. Rupanya confirm akan jadi macam ni. Okay, macam saya ajar tadi. 2 part C, Y and X. You start with AFC dulu. Just keep decreasing. Make sure jangan sentuh dengan part C X. Lepas tu buat bentuk J, MC. Lepas tu AVC syarat dia mesti masa dia cross dengan MC dia minimum. Lepas tu naik. Lepas tu AC. Actually, soalan course dia, it's very simple, very straight, very direct to the point. Okay, so let's go for question next. Alright, same here. Alright, please try. I don't think there's anything much here. If I teach you everything, you tak ada apa nak belajar dah nanti. Okay, alright, so my suggestion is, please make sure you try. Because I'm using different types of boleh jadi. Okay, so I have the answer there. I'll give it in your future and in the group Telegram, so make sure you try. Okay, I'll do another teaching video for the long run course, and then we'll finish this chapter. Okay.